I know how it all ends. I'm a virologist. Read those 3 words, and I'm sure you can guess where this is headed. And you're right. This is about COVID-19. There's something you need to know. Something everyone should know. I've been a part of an international joint task force heading up research on this virus for the past 2 years. For 2 years, we thought we had a fairly accurate idea on how this virus evolved into the world-stopping monster it is, but we were wrong. So very wrong. It didn't evolve. It's not natural. The conspiracy nuts were right. It was created. We don't know who or why, but we do know where. China. I won't bore you with any of the details because none of that matters now. Just look at their actions. The rest of the world has basically moved on, and China is building makeshift quarantine prison camps, welding people into high-rises to ensure they can't get out and infect others. They walk the streets in level A hazmat and spray everything down in a bleach solution. Why would China turn the entire country into a supermax prison and stay that way after this long? After the rest of the world has moved on? Because they designed it. They made it. And they know all too well what comes next. We've been running advanced replication tests on COVID-19, trying to catch any possible future mutations, allowing the virus to go through what would normally be months or years worth of replications in only a matter of days. Once sufficiently evolved, we then infect willing test subjects with this mutated virus and record the outcome. I know this sounds bad. We can argue the morality of it later. We've recently started to reach the 4-year replication mark. This is an oversimplified way of saying that the side effects experienced by test subjects would be the same as those that were infected 4 years prior. Obviously, this is impossible normally, as the COVID-19 virus hasn't been around that long yet, at least not in the open world, but in China it has. Here's where I want to ask you a question. Do you know what spontaneous human combustion is? Where people just suddenly flame up and burn away like a candle. Have you seen some of the recent news coming out of China? The high-rise fires? Of the last 10 test subjects, 9 of them infected with the newest replication batch have combusted. I've had to watch as 9 people just start randomly screaming and burst into flames in front of me. Flesh bubbling off bone, eyes popping and dribbling down their immolated chest. The latest data coming out of our informants indicate the Chinese realized this virus escaped from a lab in late 2018. What's going on in China is a precursor of what's to come. I don't know why this virus was created, but almost everybody infected with COVID will suffer the same side effects once the 4-year mark has passed. I know this sounds crazy, but just look to China. How desperate they are to save people from infection. Before now, only they knew, and now that we know, it's too late. I guess the conspiracy nuts weren't the only ones that were right. The Bible nuts were right too. We're all gonna burn.